welcome to today's live stream. We're here in the wonderful worlds of Hermitcraft and crafting. In today's episode, we are going to be building one super amazing waterfall. And in our last Hermitcraft episode, if you guys haven't already checked it out, I highly encourage you to check it out because we built this beautiful little water tower. And I absolutely love it. It is so nice and wonderful. But we've got our towers built up here. And in the videos, I mentioned that these towers are, or platforms, are actually a little bit large and they look a little out of scale on top of these kind of peninsulas. But once we get the landscaping, the trees, and the builds up, they're all going to blend in and look absolutely wonderful. And of course, we have our track down here. If we have time today, I want to incorporate some cobblestone along the edges because if you know, like railroad track, it's got like a layer of gravel that it sits on for, I guess, like drainage or like grading reasons, I guess, to make sure it's, you know, oh, I hit my microphone. I'm sorry. For like reasons of like grading, drainage, all that stuff. So I think it would make sense to put in a little bit of cobblestone along the edges to act as gravel. I think that would be good. And I need a chest to disorganize. Let's see. Oh, you're already disorganized. We need to get some supplies. You're about halfway done with the Mega Scarland Marathon. Butterboy, that sounds amazing. So you're on oh, this is a perfect chest I can disorganize. Oh, look at that. Just throw all of this in there and we can worry.
Ladies and gentlemen aboard the USS Good Times, this here is the bridge reporting that we have detected a resubscription and we would like to thank you so much for resubscribing. And remember to please keep your hands and arms and feet inside the Twitch chat at all times because this here is the wildest ride in all of Twitch.
Whoopee! Thank you so much for the 14 months of subscription. Thank you so much for the support. That's very, very much appreciated. Can we get some resubscription hype in the chat? Very, very much appreciated. Thank you so much. There we go. Grab that out. And make sure, if you haven't already, join us on Discord. You can click the link down in the description. If you don't have already, create an account, connect it to Twitch, and you can join us over there. It's super awesome. Oh dear, I almost fell in a hole again. Now, this is what Ren gave us. Like I said, if you hadn't seen today's episode, it's still early. I can't even put into terms like how over-the-toply amazing this is. Like, this is an entire beacon of diamonds. It's just too much, to be honest. It's just way too much. I don't know. Like I said before, I don't think anybody in any Hermitcraft season's ever gotten like a gift like this. This is Ren. I don't even know. Ren must have been. How many diamonds is that? Somebody said something like 1,000 something. Shocking. Like, man, Ren. I don't even know what to say with that. That is just too generous, too kind. Like, man. Bling, bling, bling. Yes, bling for sure. Bling for sure. Like I said in the video, like Ren's a super nice guy. Like Ren, like like I said before, I'm super lucky to be able to play and hang out with such cool people on the server. And 1,400. Oh my gosh, that's incredible. Oh, by the way, I think Derp was in here doing some work, and I lost my minecart. It's gone. It makes me sad. How did he get so many? He was speed mining, my friends. I'm looking for some iron. There we go. He was speed mining like crazy, my friend. I can't even tell you, like I said before, how much he must have had to have speed mined. I know he was like always talking about his fingers being withered from all the speed mining. But yeah,
welcome aboard the USS Good Times. This is your Captain Scar, and I want to thank you for subscribing.
You know how I mispronounce names as a service I provide here. People come from far and wide to hear me mispronounce their names. Thank you so much for subscribing. Very much appreciated. And as a new subscriber, you get yourself a chat badge, of course, Jellie emoticons, which you can spam with any of those in the chat as you want. And of course, join us on Twitch. And as a subscriber, you don't see any ads on the channel, which is kind of amazing. So thank you so much for the support of the channel. Very, very much appreciated. Let's see. I'm trying to think of the things that we're going to need. One of the things for sure is a new pickaxe. That is dangerously depleted. We're not going to be able to do what we need to do today with that. And our armor is horribly depleted. Let's go and fix that up right now. I've neglected to take care of those things. I'm so sorry. So, of course, during the stream, my friends, if you have any Q&A questions, you can definitely go hashtag Q&A_Scar, and we can talk about anything you guys want to talk about today. But I kind of wanted to leave off where we actually wanted to start off.
Ladies and gentlemen aboard the USS Good Times, this here is the bridge reporting that we have detected a resubscription, and we would like to thank you so much for resubscribing. And remember to please keep your hands and arms and feet inside the Twitch chat at all times, because this here is the wildest ride in all of Twitch.
Bodie Butts, thank you so much for the resubscription. 3 months in a row. Can we get some stream? I'm all over the place today. Can we get some resubscription hype in the chat? Thank you so much, Pony Butts. Very, very much appreciated. Cat faces. That's right. That's cat faces. Now, if one of the mods could put Pony Butts' Twitch channel in there. Now, Pony Butts, if you don't already know, did the pack art for the Hermit pack, and did just an absolutely wonderful, wonderful job on it. So if one of the mods can put that into the chat, that would be awesome. But yeah, thank you so much for the subscription. Very, very much appreciated. All right. Oh, why is there a sheep in here? Has there always been a sheep in here? He's just attached to that pole. He's like a flag. He's like a sheep flag. Oh, poor little sheep. I feel so sorry. That makes me sad. Oh, poor little fella. Poor little fella. That makes me sad. There we go. There's Pony Butts' Twitch channel. Definitely give Pony Butts a follow for sure. I love the pack art. Every time I log on, I always get a chuckle out of all the little character faces. And when people are in my, around me, in my room or something, when I'm doing this, that, and the other thing, they always want to know, like, who each of the people are. So I'm like, this is Azuma, that's Cubfan, that's Zul'jin, that's me over there. Like, it's awesome. Let's see. Hey, Gabe, welcome to the stream. It's great to have you. I didn't think you were going to make it today, but I'm super happy to see you. All right, we gotta fix this armor so we can actually start out our stream today. I apologize. I should have got this all taken care of before stream, but I was running around and there was crazy things and there was like a cat. I didn't even want to talk about it. Oh, I've fallen off the rail here. Let's see. Scar, have you found your rainbow yet? Everyone has one in the menu of the art. Have I found my rainbow? Everyone has one on the menu. What? The rainbow? I'm so confused. I'm generally confused, so I'm not sure. It sounds amazing. I want to know exactly. I want to know all about this. There we go. Put this on there because I do not want a stack of ender pearls everywhere. There we go. All right. Let's just take care of this real quick. We'll fix our armor first, and then we'll fix our tool. But I wanted to talk a little bit about what we're doing where we left off in our episode today, and that was... Hello? Oh, geez, they're coming down. It's like, knock, knock, anybody's home? I was like, I'm not sure anyone is alive up there. Oh, yeah, so I wanted to talk about where we left off. And I love the discussion we had on the YouTube video so far about... My dream always was, like I've talked about before, was to be a concept artist for, Pixar or Imagineering, and just come up with environments, builds, landscapes, things like that for movies and theme park attractions, all those wonderful things. And that like not being able to do that because of like health reasons and stuff, it really makes you down. But then I finally got myself in a really good state of mind. I was like, you know what? No, why be down about that when I can live that dream slightly through Minecraft, through YouTube. And I love the discussion we had talking about that on the channel is, sometimes when something has been taken away from you, you can be positive. You can look at it in a better way and realize, you know what? No, let's take a minute. Let's take a step back and realize kind of what is around me, what I am fortunate to have. And that is YouTube. That is you. That is Minecraft, where I can create these environments. I can create like a Wild West town. And yeah, I wanted to talk about that in the video, and I was so glad to see that you guys also found some inspiration in that maybe your dream of something might not have come 100% true, but in one way, maybe it has come true in another form that you never would have thought of before. And I think that's pretty cool. That we get to do cool things here and kind of live that dream of creating things, because there's one thing I love doing is coming up with ideas. Like, I'm poor at executing those ideas. As you guys know, it takes me forever to get projects done. And when I can come up with these ideas like our trains and different things like that, that's what I just love. And I loved in the last episode where we were able to just kind of talk about ideas, explain all these things that I come up with. And I was glad you guys enjoyed hearing just ideas, because that's what I love. Like, if people want ideas, they can just come to me. I'm just really poor at actually executing those ideas and making them happen. But yeah, I don't know. I've just been happy about thinking in those terms lately instead of just always thinking like, oh, I couldn't do what I wanted to do. No. I get to kind of do what I wanted to do. And that's kind of amazing because I think it was like, I think once I think about it, I think I was 9 years old when I wanted to be an Imagineer. Went to Florida. My cousin was born, and we took one trip to Disney World, like one day. And that's when I realized, like, that's what I want to do. That's how I want to create those rides. I want to create those environments. I want people to be happy. Like, that's what I realized, like, right off the bat. Like, that's in my life. I want to do something that makes the world, maybe like a teensy bit better, and that's maybe give somebody a smile. Maybe that gives somebody a moment to take a minute from their, stressful day, and they can, lose themselves in a video. But back then it was like a theme park attraction. But yeah, we kind of get to create that stuff, and that's what's cool. There we go. Awesome. All right, how we doing on this? Okay, that's perfect for today. There we go. Let's put our armor back on. There we go. Let's grab our stone back in our inventory, and we're off. But yeah, I think, like I told you about that video that I watched, and I really, really, really thought this was a good one, and it's John Lasseter. He's talking at the Smithsonian, the Smithsonian's in Washington, D.C., and it's, a place where there's like the Air Museum, there's like American history, there's all sorts of different things. It's just a giant series of museums, and they had a Pixar exhibit there. And for the opening, they brought John Lasseter. And if you don't know, John Lasseter is a creative director or creative lead at the studios and chairman of the studios at Pixar and Walt Disney Animation. And he's such an amazing creative mind. And he's somebody, like I talked about before, there's people in the world that inspire other people. Like they can see something in another person that they don't see themselves, and they can pull that out of them to create something amazing. And John Lasseter is one of those guys, and he's always been like a super inspirational guy. Now, you might not know him by name, but he's the Pixar guy with the Hawaiian shirts always. I've met him one time. He was at Disneyland. He was going the other way, and I was like, John. And I was like, I got to say hi. And I got a picture with him. It was super awesome. But yeah, he's a super inspirational guy because he has a really great outlook on creative minds, and he's somebody who had his dreams completely shattered. I mean, he was fired from Disney all his life. He went to school, he went to Cal Arts to be an animator. He just wanted to create animated movies. That was his dream. And he gets to Disney, and Disney's not what he dreamed it to be. It was a place that didn't reward somebody coming up with new ideas, being super creative. It was just procedures. You do this, you get paid, you go home. There wasn't an extra layer of I came up with this idea. It might take longer, it might cost more, but it's gonna be amazing. And people were very unreceptive to that, very, very much so. And I don't have an arrow, which kind of makes me sad. But he got fired because of those ideas. He constantly came in and was like, we need to do computer animation. This is the next thing. This is what's going to push animation to the next level. And they're like, no. Fired. Got him out. They kicked him out. And then eventually, he landed himself at Lucasfilm, where they were developing some of the stuff that we use today. If you're an editor of any kind, at that time, they were creating non-linear video editing and all of these different incredible things that we just take for granted today. I'm just looking for some supplies, but stuff that we completely take for granted today, they were creating then. But their dream, this group's dream, was always to create an animated movie with computers. It was always to create, the next leap in animation, which was 3D animation. And so at that point, Ed Catmull and those guys then got bought out by Steve Jobs, which was really cool. And eventually, he was able to live out his dream and eventually pretty much take over animation at Disney as it is today. The guy who got fired from there because people lacked creativity, lacked the ambition to do something different. But that's somebody who, his dreams were crushed, completely crushed. The guy who spent his entire life since he was 5 or something years old or something, he wanted to be an animator, completely crushed, getting fired from his dream job. But he didn't let that stop him. No, he didn't let it stop him one bit. He took it to the next level, my friends. He just kept pushing to get to where he was today, spending countless hours, animating, sleeping under his desk, doing whatever it takes to learn this or, achieve his dream. And I think everybody has a dream in life. Everybody has like a dream, something they want to achieve. But you can't use a dream as just a dream, you know, something that's just out there. Like, I dream of this. Maybe someday it'll come to me, but it's not. You have to work towards it. You just have to work towards it, and that's what he did. So that's somebody I always look up to. People always ask people to look up to. I look up to that guy, you know, completely crushed, you know, got fired from his dream, didn't let it stop him. Eventually now, he's in charge. He's literally in charge. He pretty much rules the roost at both animation companies because he didn't let his dream fade. He kept pushing to the next level. So I wanted to finish up because that's what I wanted to add in the video, but we didn't have enough time. So there we go. I finished it. Finished the part that I want to talk about in the video. So how are you guys doing? I found Cub from Redstone Tutorials. I watched him for about 3 years, and then goes and joins the Hermits, and I discovered everyone likes Scar. Well, that's awesome. That's the beauty of Hermitcraft, you know? Everybody kind of sharing and teaching one another, and yeah. Cub's a super awesome guy. Very excited, that fella. Very excited about the Cubs. I mean, who would have thought that Cub was a fan of the Cubs? I didn't know. No, I'm just being sarcastic. Yeah, I'm super happy for Cub. He is very, very excited about his baseball team winning. That's the Cubs. According to Back to the Future, one of the all-time greatest movies, the Cubs actually should have won last year, but still pretty close. Still pretty close. Video vanished. Oh my gosh, that sounds so mysterious. Ooh, interesting. Very, very interesting. Anyway, how are you guys doing today? I haven't even asked you, and I feel kind of bad about it. I was like, I haven't asked you guys how you were all doing today. Hopefully you're having a great weekend. I'm having a pretty good weekend so far. Pretty much just technically woke up. I usually wake up about 2 hours before stream, and then I'm like, all right. Time to roll. So I'm always so sleepy when I start out the stream, but by the time we're about 20 minutes in, I'm rolling like right now. Prank Bumbo, is that just that? I swear we get 1,000 of those in every episode. I'm not good at pranking. I like to really put in some good thought into pranks. I really want to make sure that they are going to be something that the person likes, thinks it's funny, their viewers thinks it's funny, all those good things. I just hate just like going and throwing up some random prank. I like to really think it out and make sure it's something that everybody thinks is awesome. Shadow Ranger, ooh, I like that name. That's very mysterious, very wonderful. Alex, welcome to the stream. Welcome. Jellybot, welcome Jellybot. How are you today, Jellybot? You're doing good? Well, that's awesome. Zapdos! Hello, Zapdos. How are you? Now, if you guys don't know, Zapdos is the keeper of the Jellybot. Yes, the Jellybot has no master, but a caretaker, if you will, a caretaker. And Zapdos is the caretaker of the Jellybot. It's true facts, things they might not know. These are facts that you learned here today. Only here today. So you might be wondering what on earth we're doing. So what we're doing is we're cutting out this section right here. So one little mistake that a lot of people make when they make waterfalls is they'll start out a waterfall. Say you just want to add, like, say you added a bucket right at that block right there, and it'll flow down here, and it'll create like this giant kind of flat cascading waterfall over the side of the creek. Now that's awful. Now you want to create something that cascades straight down. That's what we're trying to work on. That's a more realistic waterfall. So always try to create like a straight cliff going straight down like this, and then try to hug it into the you know, the mesa or the stonework that you're working on. Create like a little bow, because over time through erosion, you're going to create like this little like bow shaped as the waterfall constantly kind of erodes the area around it. But yeah, Zapdos charges out the Jellybot litter box. Yeah, Zapdos is pretty good about keeping the Jelly litter box clean. What do you think a Jellybot would actually poop in it? What would a Jellybot poop in its litter box? I don't even know, being a mysterious internet thing. Very interesting. Have I seen Planet Coaster? Will you play it on your channel? I actually did play it on my channel, and Season 2 is coming very, very soon. I'm going to start when beta starts, which I think is next week. I think. But yeah, no, I love Planet Coaster. Planet Coaster is a very, very good game. and I highly encourage you guys to check it out. I would mention that I would wait a little bit. I don't know what the current cost structure is now, but something that Frontier does is if you want to get involved in these style games from the beginning, like at the beginning of development, they charge a really kind of a hefty toll. So I would advise waiting for the game to be released before purchasing, because when it first came out in alpha, it was like $59. It was really, really expensive. The game will not be that much once it's finally released, but it's kind of like, hey, if you want to join us in like the, you know, at this stage of the game, there's like a bit of a extra price to it. So every time I always want to let people know, make sure if you don't want to pay that, wait till the game officially releases, which is in a couple months. Yeah, just a word of caution on that. Jelly beans, of course. I like it. I like it. Jelly poops out nuts and bolts. Yeah, we gotta be careful with Jelly. You know, she's an interesting fella. I wish Jelly was in here. We haven't actually had Jelly on stream, and I would have to say at least like 3-4 months. Like, it's been a very long time. Like, she's never in here when we need her to come on camera, which is sad, but we'll get her around here. Don't worry at all. Let's see. I discovered Hermitcraft through Azuma. It took me a long time to start watching Scar because I thought from his name that he'd be scary in craft. Oh, that's why it's good times, my friend. We're having a good time together. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, but thank you so much for watching. Very much appreciated. Very, very much appreciated. Hopefully you're enjoying the videos or the streams and hanging out. Oh, I want to see Jelly. I want to see Jelly too. No Jelly. And Jelly does what Jelly does. You know, she's here, she's not here. But one thing I can tell you guys, if you are interested in Jelly, definitely download the Hermitcraft mod pack, which is the Hermit pack. There is a Jelly in there. There's a statue you can get if you defeat my boss. So I have a character in the game, which is so cool. And within that character, if you can defeat me, you get the Jelly, which is super cool. So I'm just kind of carving this out right now. It's kind of like clay, just kind of carving in, carving out, figuring out. Whoa, hello. Oh, it's that creepy sound, guys. This is that song that always has that like creepy little hello sound. Always scares me. Scary Scar after dark. Yeah. Yeah, some people have said that before, like Scar, that sounds spooky. It's like I'm about the farthest thing from like spooky as you can possibly get. Well, somewhat. Must find the Jelly. Yes, we must find the Jelly. Must find the Jelly. So, trying to figure out where we're going. I was thinking, is there any cool new technologies that we could talk about? Because I love talking about technology. I love talking about technology. Now, one thing, I've been doing some, and it looked like Mumbo's doing the exact same thing. I gotta talk to Mumbo about this, since I know he's very interested in drones, and so am I. So the Karma, the DJI, or not DJI, the GoPro Karma is coming out. Now, I don't have an arrow on me. That's kind of a problem. So if you guys don't know, the GoPro, which is a company that makes like little action cameras, they're coming out with a new aerial photography drone. It's called the Karma. It's really, really a cool drone. It comes with its own controller with a screen, so you don't have to use like a phone or a tablet, which is nice. It's really kind of user-friendly. And then of course it incorporates the GoPro platform, which GoPros, have good image quality and all of those wonderful things. It even has a gimbal. Now a gimbal is something you can use that, you can shake all about, but then the camera's held in a steady position, or at least a fairly steady position. So that's really cool. You can take that out of the camera and use it separately from the actual drone, which is really nice. Now it's cool and all. It's very large. It's very large. I don't know how durable it is. That's one thing I have concerns about. Now, DJI, which is kind of the king right now of all things drones, came out with a similar platform called the Mavic. Now, the Mavic is really, really cool. It's, let's see, I'm looking for an arrow and a bed. I would like a bed. I probably like a bed more than an arrow, to be honest with you. It's very spooky out here. It's very spooky. I need an arrow. I want to fly home, but I can't fly home. This is a sad commentary. I can't find an arrow. I just need like an emergency stash of... Oh, just... Jelly, Get off. I need like an emergency stash of arrows so I can get home. All right, we need to go get a bed so we can actually sleep the next night away. But anyway, the Mavic, my friends, is a very, very... Are those diamonds? Oh, hello, diamonds. Anyway, so the Mavic is a very small drone. It's very, very, very compact, and it folds out almost like a mechanical wonder. It's the amount of engineering, the time, the energy it went into creating that drone was just breathtaking. Its image quality, on the other hand, is not quite as up to par as the Karma. There are some things you can do to improve the image quality, but the field of view is lower, and it's just not quite as crisp as a GoPro camera is, which is slightly disappointed because the drone itself is superior in every one way, but its image quality is just a little bit not quite there. I'm saving up for a drone. Like I want to buy one maybe sometime next year, maybe like middle next year. I think maybe I could purchase one. We'll see. Yeah, I'm waiting. I check these things out every day, just waiting for that perfect drone for me. I haven't quite found it yet. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if you guys are huge with drones or something along those lines. You gotta be careful with those. Little disclaimer: very dangerous pieces of engineering. They're not a toy, not a toy by any means. You've got to make sure you always abide by all the rules when it comes to drones, because, like I said before, a lot of people kind of get them and they think they're a toy, but they're not. They're a tool. Especially for photographers, things like that. I need an arrow. I need an arrow. I need a bed too. I need a bed. I need an arrow so I can fly home. Come on. Are you serious? Have I gotten rid of all? Oh, thank you. But yeah, you got to be careful with those. Especially, what I like about drones now is that a lot of cases that, at least what I've found, is that even if you're in an area you're not supposed to fly, the drone won't take off, which is cool because sometimes you don't know if you're in an area that's restricted. But now drones won't actually lift off if you're within an area of restricted flight area. So that's pretty cool. Drones are tools, not toys. Like fish. Fish are friends, not. Wait, I goofed up that. There we go. All right, let's see what we can do about getting something down here. The chests of horror. I don't know if you guys have checked out the a modded episode this week, but I opened up a bunch of my chests, and it was horrifying. It was truly horrifying. I've got to get some storage going in on the modded series. I'm just apprehensive about starting anything technical because I always worry like I'm just gonna get criticized like crazy for doing anything that's not like exactly how you should, because I don't do things as people normally do things. Like I don't do things like I'm the worst ender pearler ever. Watch this. Watch this. Like I bet I can't even get through this hoop. Watch this. I'm just gonna go right through the hoop. Yep. Oh no, I actually made it. Wow. I am like the worst ender pearler ever. And, you know, just little things like that. Like, I don't usually like to do things exactly like everybody else does. But the problem, like, in the comments for modded things is people want things, like, done a specific way. And it's like, I don't like doing it the specific way. I like to do it the Scar way, which is sometimes not the practical way. So, I don't know. I'm going to do it. I'm going to start working on some of the machines, some of those things. But I'm slightly apprehensive about it because I know some people will probably get upset at the ways I do things. But you know what? I got to just do the things that I think make good video, or, you know, just the ways that I like to do it. Ah, fish is food, not friends. Wait, no, that's opposite. No, fish are friends, not food. Silver Fox, you're trying to trick me, aren't you? Trying to trick me. Do you have any ideas for what I should build in Minecraft? Oh, hello. That sounds like an awesome idea. Aquagrid. I'm gonna come up with some ideas for you right here, right now. Let's help come up with some ideas. So, what kind of cool things could we have you build in Minecraft? That's a great question. I remember, give me an idea. Like, is anything in mind that you want to create? Are you creating like a build, a house, a world? I'm trying to think for you. Personally, right now, what's been interesting, it's been kind of brewing in my mind, is modern like skyscrapers, modern cities, things like that. I would say, just give it a try and see what happens. You never know what'll happen. I would say make a modern city, but a miniature modern city. Like, you know, kind of like smaller scaled down buildings that are in like a modern shape, like skyscrapers, all shiny and silver. I think that would be kind of cool. That's if I was just gonna do something right now, I'd probably try something along those lines. If I was just looking for something to build out of the blue, because I'm interested in that style, and that's what my future Scarland builds are going to be revolving around. Is a lot of very modern, very shiny skyscrapers. So I don't know, it's an idea. But you guys in the chat, ideas? Anything? Come up with some ideas for the build. I will tell you one thing. When it comes to modded, I've been incredibly inspired lately to do the UFO design because I was kind of hemming and hawing about which one I wanted to do, and I decided, I think I figured it out. I'm going to be doing the UFO, and we're gonna, inside the UFO, there's gonna be some places where, did Twitch Alerts not announce that a new subscription? Come on, Twitch Alerts, you can do it. I have faith. I have faith in you, Twitch Alerts. Give me that announcement. Nope, no announcement. I'm gonna repeat it. All right, here we go. Can we get...
Welcome aboard the USS Good Times. This is your Captain Scar, and I want to thank you for subscribing.
Cozy Cloud, thank you so much for the subscription. Enjoy your chat badge and Jelly emoticons. Thank you so much for the subscription. Very much appreciated. Hopefully you join us on Discord. And yeah, thank you so much for the support of the channel. It is very, very much appreciated. And I got to point out, guys, thank you so much for the subscriptions today. It is very, very, very much appreciated. Also, we're kind of getting close to 2 new emoticons, which is kind of amazing. And I'm really, really excited about that. And yeah, we are actually getting really close to having potentially 2 new emoticons. And I don't know, I'm not exactly sure what those could be. Like, I've been thinking about modifying one of the emoticons, but man, the possibilities. So for subscribers in the Discord chat, start coming up with some ideas, some themes, things of that nature. Things you would want to use as emoticon that we don't have now. Because potentially very soon we might be able to get a new set. But yeah, anyway, like I was saying, super thank you for all the support. It's very, very much appreciated. Yeah, woohoo, new emoticons. Yeah, I'm excited about that. We have a little ways to go, but potentially we could get to them if we're consistent and keep, streaming and all that stuff. Keep from being sick, all those wonderful things, which is kind of cool. Let's see, Scar, do you remember the raid on way back in February 2015? I still watch him. That's awesome. Skills is an awesome guy. I haven't actually caught one of his streams for a little bit, just because, I mean, I barely even caught any of the Hermit's videos lately. Ever since Minecon, I've just been running around like a crazy person, my friends, just a crazy person. My schedule is so incredibly tight, and you'll unfortunately find out what happens when my schedule's tight in tomorrow's episode of Scarland, because we had a catastrophe, which was, I don't even want to talk about it yet. But anyway, I think we're actually getting there. We're getting there. This is good, my friends. This is gonna look really, really, really good. I'm very happy with this. So we just need to start carving this out a little bit more so we can start dropping down the water, but I'm really, really happy with the way that's looking. I can't get out of here. I'm trapped. There we go. Diaz G, well, thank you. I appreciate it. I'm glad you enjoy the videos, and welcome to the stream. Hope you're having an awesome day. Hey, Sco, sorry. Sometimes sometimes I start reading something from like the back forward, like what is that? Why do I do that? Hey, Scar, I just got here. What is up? Well, welcome to the stream. We're working on a beautiful waterfall that's going to flow down this way and into the river, and we're going to tie it into the Tangler's puzzle game over here. But first thing we need to do is we need to make sure that we kink the water so there won't be any water flow. because we don't want to destroy any of Tango's mechanical wonders that's under here, part of his game. So that's where we're going to start doing this now. We got to be very, very, very careful with this, because we don't want to destroy any of his puzzle game, because he's working so hard on that, and it's going to be amazing, I can tell you that. Let's see. Have you finally changed the Enrod texture? No, Ryan, I have. I'm sorry, I haven't, because I've been having a lot of doctor's appointments and stuff this week, and stupid insurance issues, everything, which is preventing me a lot of time to do a lot of things, and then plus doing Hermitcraft Survival or Vanilla Hermitcraft Modded, Scarland, and trying to get started on the Hermit Quest. My time has been so limited, and I haven't been able to chance to get working on the texture pack again. But yes, that's still on my plans. If I just had extra time, I just need like extra time or extra hands or extra energy to get this stuff done. But I'm a little bit behind, unfortunately. Hey Scar, I'm building a swamp base in Minecraft with my friend. Do you have any cool ideas for a swamp? Ooh, that sounds mysterious. Well, for sure you gotta have a swamp monster somewhere. I'm just gonna point that out right here, right now, that you need a swamp monster at some location of your design. That's gotta happen. There's gotta be a swamp monster. I don't know. When I think of kind of like swamp, I kind of think a little bit like Python. I like the way Python thinks when it comes to like sea towns, bases, how he creates this little boardwalk design that he did near the Brown District. I would think in those terms. I would think of like kind of like boardwalks built above the swamp, and like think about if you're building it for like, say you're building a village, always think of how the people interact with their environment, and also why are they there. When I build a village or something along those lines, I always want to think in the terms of why are these people here. See, that's what I told you guys. I told you, we got to be so careful. There's so much scary redstone down there. You gotta, when you build, oh gosh, this is scary. When you're building, always think in those terms is, why is this village here? Why would the villagers choose to live in this spot? There's always a reason why somebody would build and do something in a particular spot. When I built kind of a Skyrim style village when I first started on Twitch, the theme was that it was a mine. It's just simple. It's just a really simple concept that it was a mine, like there was mining in the location, and then that was where the villagers built their mine. Because instead of just building a village out in a field, like, why is it out in the field? Do they have horses? Do they have crops? Always think in those terms, because when you do establish those kind of subconscious like details, it really helps, like, especially when people come and look at it, like, oh, a village in fields, that makes sense. So yeah, just a little thing to think about when you think of villages. So when you think of like a swamp area, come on, it's nighttime. I'm so sleepy. The sun's setting, so beautiful. But I don't know. Hopefully that helps. But just try to get that in your mind, and you start like processing good ideas when you think in that way. I'll build a witch's hut. Build a better witch's hut. Minecraft witch's hut is the worst. I'm sorry, Mojang or Mojang, Mojang, whatever you want to call yourself. Your witch's hut is not that great. You need to do a better witch's hut. I wish somebody at Mojang, it's actually Mojang, it's not Mojang, it turns out, but I wish somebody there would like tell whoever makes their like NPC villages to be like, hey, we can do better than this. I mean, you could call me, like I could help you, like if you need some help, like I'm always here, like I'm super helpful. I'm super helpful. I'm always here for you. I'm here for you. Don't worry, I gotcha. You and I, Mojang, whatever, we're tight. We're tight here. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna add so much stone down here that we will not have any issues. Look at this, I'm like doubling. Oh gosh, it's so scary. It's so scary. Okay, see, look at this. Look at this, I'm doubling it up so there's like no chance of an error. There's no chance of an error. There's no chance, Tango. I'm not gonna destroy your beautiful puzzle game. I refuse. I refuse. There we go. Get that all loaded up here. Look at this, doubling everything up so we just have no problems. There we go. Awesome. All right, perfect. Beautiful. Let's get that. Oh gosh. I was like, no, I don't want to destroy anything. Awesome. Hey, Scar, I just joined. Well, welcome to the stream. We're working on a waterfall here. Try not to destroy Tango's game. Trying our best. Trying our best. Now, doing our best is not good enough. We have a zero tolerance for failure in this. We have 0 tolerance for failure right now, okay? We have 0 tolerance. So we're like the astronauts during the 60s. We have 0 tolerance for the moon mission to fail here. 0. We only have one choice, and that's succeed. That's the way we roll around here, right? That is the way we roll. All right, I put that right there. Awesome. No, Silver Fox, no way. Did I? No. No. No, please don't tell me I did. I'm going to take an emergency look here. Okay. No, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We avoided all the bad stuff. I mean, the good stuff, whatever. Here, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do Tango a favor. And I don't want to breach this lower level, so I'm just going to like cover this part up too. There we go. There. No chances of like catastrophe. Oh, geez. Cover that up too. All right. I think we're good. I think we're totally good. Let's jump up here real quick. Make sure everything's looking good. I'm gonna add just like one more layer, like right here, just in case. There we go. All right, we're good. We're good. All precautions have been taken. All precautions have been taken. Silver, you. All right, I think we're good actually. I'm really happy with the way this is slowly coming out. What I like about the Mesa, and especially using like a haste beacon, is just feeling like you're carving something out of clay. Like that's just what it feels like. Being able to like instantly chop a block and then be able to like carve in and create something nice. Let's see, you need Optifind on MC Patcher for the, ooh, I don't even know what that is. Huh, I don't even know what that is. Scar, for your railroad bridge, make a broken crash train or someone in midair. Oh, that's a great idea. Also, somebody on Twitter was like, Scar, you gotta make a DeLorean. It's a good idea. It's definitely a good idea. Make a little DeLorean. Got a dock up there. Be kind of amazing. Kind of amazing. All right. Let's cut those off and let's cut. Oh, nope. Hello. Let's cut these guys down a little bit more. Just cut these down just a little bit more right there. Perfect. I think this is coming out really nice. Now the question is, what do we do for the sides of this build? I mean, we have so many different colors, and I don't know if we want to incorporate all this yellow, all this brown. Like, it's a good question. I'm just not sure what. Let's see. What if Tango removes all of the stone and floods his machine? Well, that's the thing, is that he already knows there was a river above it. We talked about that when we built it. I'm just expanding the river slightly. Maybe we should build like another layer. I don't know. I'll let him know. You know what I'll do? I'll just let him know. I'll just drop good old Tango a message saying, remember that waterfall we had up there? You know, the waterfall came down here, remember? It came down like this and then landed right here, but now it's going to go outwards like this and then down into this beautiful creek. So I think that'll be really cool. And that's it. I think it's time to open up the floodgates. I'm a little worried, but I don't need to be because we have taken all precautions necessary. All right, so that was the original water flow, okay? So that's gonna flow to there. So why don't we dump our chests or dump our supplies into a chest. And let's see if those chests are still over here. Oh, I have chests I can disorganize over here. All right. I already disorganized these ones. Oh, yep, I already disorganized these ones. Let me just finish this. So we actually have a little bit more work to do over here at the Tangler. There was one little thing I wanted to do for Tango that we didn't get to in that episode because we just didn't have enough time. And see these big, beautiful branches? I wanted to add a few smaller ones down at the lower level just to help kind of tie it all together. Dun, 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 dun. All right, TFC, you didn't see anything. You didn't see anything. We'll fill those back up in a little bit. I just needed to get a water stream going here. Oh wait, I need another one. I'm so sorry, TFC. I'll fill these back up in a minute. I'll fill them back up, I promise. I promise. All right, let's do this one over here. There we go. Infinite water supply achieved? No, not achieved. I'm so poor at this. Water fails with Scar. All right, did we do it? Come on, tell me. What am I doing wrong today? Wow, I really fouled this up. I've really fouled this up. I don't know what I've done. I've done bad things. I've done bad things here. Are you serious? All the water's gone. What am I doing wrong, actually? Like, I don't actually know. Let's just do one more, and then I'm just gonna not. I'm just gonna not at this point. Oh. Success. Man, I'm so good at this game. Oh, look at the success rate. Wow. We're killing it right now. We're so good at this. It needs to be a 2x2. Yeah, I kind of realized that at the last second. Right there. All right, so how are we doing waterfall-wise? Let's fly down here and kind of get an overview. Oh, apparently not. Okay. All right. Okay. I'm liking it. Let's fly over here a little more, and we can get a better eye at this. Do I have a silk touch on me? Oh, I do. Very nice. Okay, it's good. That's not bad. See how we talked about that? You really want to make sure you have that straight fall down, and then right about at the yellow lines where I wanted to start the bow outwards and then flow into the water line. I think that'll look really cool. Yeah, I think that's going to be perfect. So, there we go. So, if you guys have any Q&A questions, you guys can always let me know. If you guys have any more topics you guys want me to cover. We already talked about drones. We already talked about my drone talk. Now we got to work our way back up. How about we use ender pearls? Because that will speed up the process. This is why I just don't use ender pearls. Just don't. I don't know why, but I just don't. And I need to, because they do make life a little easier, actually. There we go. Put that right there. So I think that should be good. I'm happy with that. I would like to widen it ever so slightly more. Maybe do another bucket right there. So that's another flow channel. That's good. That's good. I like it. Let's see. What do we got, Silver Fox? If you could have anything from Star Wars, what would it be? Oh, what would it be? What would it be if I could have anything from Star Wars, like an actual prop of some kind? Oh man, like, I don't know, Han Solo's blaster, like Luke's like lightsaber or Darth Vader's. Oh, I don't know. One of those would be like really, really, really cool. Zoe Ray, we talked about who inspires me at the beginning, you know, with like John Lasseter and stuff along those lines. That's definitely who inspires me. Yeah, okay, I'm happy with this. The next thing we need to do is work down at the lower section and try to kind of bolster that up a little bit. The thing is, do we want to get rid of the yellow? And I'm kind of thinking yes. I'm kind of thinking Rendog would be like, subconsciously right now, he's saying, get rid of the yellow. Get rid of the yellow, Scar. I don't want to see it. And I'm like, okay, Ren, I will do it for you. I will get rid of the yellow. Do we have an arrow? We do. All right, let's eat something. Q&A. Who made... Oh, geez, there we go. Who made the texture pack? I made the texture pack, my friend. I made it. I can do things. I like that waterfall. Like, I think it came out pretty cool. Why do we not have any food? Oh, we're out of food. Oh, we're out of food. Let's go get some food. I'm still thinking of what I would have, like if I could have anything from Star Wars, like a prop or something. Just trying to think like what, you know what I would also like is like one of the models they used back in the day, you know, before CGI. Oh, this is gonna be a long walk. This is gonna be a long walk to Azuma's cactus farm. Cactus farm? Why would I say cactus farm? His carrot farm. Doritos, thank you, Madness, thank you. That's what I need. I need a Dorito. That would get me there a little bit faster. I don't want to do too many ender pearls because my hearts are starting to tinker down a little bit. The Millennium Falcon, that would be really, really cool. Like a Millennium Falcon, man. Yeah, that would be super, super cool to have like a detail like that. Just take the Death Star. When they made the Star Wars movie or the Star Wars game that was Battlefront, the one that came out not that long ago, they got to go into the archives and scan some of the old props, which must have been a really cool experience, especially if you were a fan of Star Wars, to be able to go into Lucasfilms and to like open up the vault where they keep all of those models from the early Star Wars movies and be able to just like pick them up and like seriously, if nobody was looking, and I got to pick up one of the models and put it on the scanner bed, and they were like, getting rid of the scanner. When nobody was looking, I'd be like, oh no, I wouldn't. Maybe I would. We'll just leave it at that. Anyway, but yeah, I would be so cool to play with those models. All right, diamonds. Oh, we don't have any diamonds. Is there anything that X would like in here that's not? Let's see. That's thorns. Book by Red, and the zombie head. No, we want the zombie. Oh. Turns out I had some food on me. Turns out I had some food on me. We had to go all the way there to find this interesting tidbit of fact out. Ha. I'd wait for people to do it. Yeah, I would for sure have to pick up the Millennium Falcon and go. Oh, fire! Ah, Iskall, you're making this dangerous. You're making this dangerous. It's very spooky. This is just horrifying, actually. This is all very, very scary. Oh, I forgot. Python updated his sea base. He started adding some new bases to it, like a little market area, which is really cool. All right, let's grab out our bed. Let's see, where's our bed? There's our bed. Can we do a flying bed? Oh, there we go. Did you see that? I flew right. Oh! I don't know what just happened. I was just so excited that I landed in that bed in mid-flight. And then just terrible things happen. Whoa. You little beast. Oh, hey, we're friends now. I've got a new friend. Look at him. Look at him. We're totally friends now. Oh, no. Whoa, geez, he just ran to his death. You're like that little pug that once came into our house. You came into our life so fast and then jumped off a cliff. True story. Oh, no. The Tangler's down there. Oh. So much scariness happened there, and now the Twitch sleepy music is playing to like say, Scar, you did a good one there. Zapdos has got the clip. I'm gonna have to watch that after this to kind of figure out exactly what happened there. I was so happy, I flew directly into the bed, and then just awful things happened. Okay, all right, back on track. Where were we? What are we doing? Let's do it. So we're gonna work on bolstering up this area, kind of carving out this a little bit. I've been contemplating doing a bit of stone. I want to get some orange stained sand. I'm gonna go get some of that. I want to change the music because that's putting me to sleep, to be honest, and we're ready to roll. Hey, look at our bridge from a distance. Oh, that looks really cool. Oh, I love it. Oh, and you can see the water tower. Oh, that's a flaming bow. Look at that. That looks really nice from above. You got the railroad track built up there. Very excited about that. All right, can we make it into here without being attacked by a creeper? Can we make it into there without being attacked? That is the question for today. Ooh, hello. This is quite an extensive amount of clay. Very awesome. And then let's grab some extra levels of dirt. There we go. Grab some of that. And we'll grab some of you, and we'll grab some of you, and we're off and ready to roll. Legions, welcome to the stream. Welcome. I've fallen. Oh, I kept that one piece of snow to kind of as like a homage to the prank that TFC did. Just like one little piece. Left one little piece of snow there. Berlin. Welcome to the stream, Berlin. Hopefully you're doing awesome today. Welcome. See, there we go. We're waking up now. We got the better music playing. That other music puts me just like I could fall asleep in an instant when that turns on. I'm actually sort of early to the stream for once. Yeah, welcome, Berlin. Let's see. Everyone knows that you're an amazing builder, so why don't you get like a small job on Hermit Quest? My friend, don't you know? I'm on the build team of Hermit Quest. I built the Enchanter Castle on the last season on Hermit Wars. I have a huge project on that server that I just haven't had a chance to really get like 100% started. But yeah, I am actually on the Hermit Quest build team. I just need to grab some more supplies here. Oh, hello. Let's get rid of some of the things that we don't need anymore. So we're gonna grab this, and I'm gonna need to grab quite a bit of this. There we go. And then I'm gonna get rid of you, no offense. And I'm gonna grab some of you and some of you. There we go, we're off. Oh, do I have any brown? I need some brown clay in my life. Where's the brown? There's the brown, thank you. Oh, I need some of you, and I need some of you. There we go. You should prank False in the Hermit Pack. What could we prank False is the question. I have a prank for her on the vanilla server. I just haven't quite done. I think I've spoiled it like 3 times in the stream before. So you guys probably already know what it is. But yeah, we were gonna do that. I joked with her recently about that. I was like, it's gonna be season 5 before I ever get that done. Maybe it's the last thing I do on the server is finally prank False back for the giant jelly. It's like, there we go. It's now season 5. This isn't some like very long time away, but I now finally have pranked False. There we go. We want this to be fairly subtle. I want this to primarily be a lot of orange stained clay in this area. We might have to kink the waterfall to really kind of get some of this kind of like awkward like shapes away, but we'll see what we can do. Now, has anybody played the new Call of Duty yet? I'm just curious to hear what you guys have to say because I haven't played it and I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to play it. Now, I do know I'm going to play the new, like the remastered version of Call of Duty because that looks fun. I'm really excited about that. As you guys know, I've talked about it many times, but I actually don't know anything about the new Call of Duty. That's the Infinite, I guess, Warfare one. Like, I know nothing. I am completely in the dark when it comes to that game. I have not looked up anything for it other than what I know about Call of Duty 4, which I'm excited about. But for the most part, it seems like people are kind of like, about it. Like, it just seems kind of like a repeat of the last 3 Call of Duties, which is kind of disappointing a little bit. I think everybody really was hoping that they were going to bring out, you know, something different, something maybe modern, more, maybe just modern. Like, can we go back to modern, not future? Like, I'd be okay with that. I would also be okay with maybe like World War II again. Like, World War II is such a fascinating topic, and just because you know what's so fascinating about World War II to me is that it happened within like a lifetime. Like, people, you know, there's people alive today that was in World War II. That, you know, it's a thing that was in our lifetime. That's what makes it fascinating to me. That it was such a thing that changed the world so much that it was in you know, our lifetime. So that's what fascinates me about it. And there's so much to play and tell in that I think would make a better Call of Duty than another modern Call of Duty. So frustrating. So play CSGO more. Yes, that's a thing. That is a thing. I want to play CSGO more. I've enjoyed it. I'm not terrible at it, but I'm not good. I'm somebody you would be like, okay, fine, he's on my team. That's kind of how you would say my skill level is. Like, it's like, I don't want you on my team, but it could be worse. So if you're playing with me, it's like, okay, he's on our team. It's fine. It could be worse. So yeah. Let's see. Have you gotten Taylor's tweet? No. Let me check it out. Actually, let me see what we got here. I'm checking Twitter. So if you guys have anything else you want to send me on Twitter, send it right now. I'm on Twitter right now. Sorry, not at the stream. Fireworks at the moment. So Taylor's not here at the moment. He's doing fireworks. We hope he's okay. He's doing safe practices, safe firework practices. Now, why would he have fireworks at this time? Like, what would there be fireworks related in the UK right now? Any like celebrations? I'm not sure. Around here, we have fireworks for 4th of July. We have fireworks for New Year's. I don't know what's going on over the UK. Will I upload more on the MapQuest, Hermit Quest? Yes, of course. More episodes of Hermit Quest are definitely on the way, my friend. We've got a lot to do on there. I think at the moment I'm kind of still like a building. I'm on like a building spot right now where I'm not 100% sure how to execute the ideas I have, and I'm still open to new ideas. Is kind of where I'm at right now. Let's see. It is. I'm looking. It's the 5th of November. Is there anything special about the 5th of November? I'm so confused. I'm confused. I mean, it's not like that's a new thing or something. All right. So we're gonna put this along here like that. Bring that up there like that. Beautiful, beautiful. And I'm gonna sneak on back here. I'm just gonna add just a little bit of detail back there. Beautiful, wonderful, very cool. Where am I from? I'm from the United States of America. I live kind of. Sometimes it's weird. I'm like, do I live in Washington or do I live in Oregon? I think I live in Washington. Sometimes, like when you live on the borders of states, like you kind of feel like you live in both of them in a way. All right, so I'm gonna cut this out right here. There we go. And I'm gonna fill that in and get rid of all of that yellow clay. Let's see. It's V for Vendetta. I'm so confused. I know that was a movie. Is Taylor just a really big fan of it? Like, is he celebrating the release of it? Like, man, back in the day when we watched this, we got to go out and celebrate. Yeah, I'm just confused. All right, I'm going to lower this down just a little bit. Now, there's some details I want to do here, but I just don't know 100% what yet. Like, I don't want this just to be a waterfall here for the waterfall's sake of it. Like, I want there to be some reason to it. I want there to be some reason. I just haven't quite come up with it yet. I don't know. I like this. I think this is looking kind of cool. But it just needs something else. Oh, I see. So you're representing blowing up part. Oh, okay. Sounds like a good time, I guess. All right, let's see here. Why don't I just start kind of carving this? Oh, hello. What's this? Oh, a secret passage. Okay, well, that's a thing. Oh, now Zoe's sending me cat pictures. Now I'm going to have to look at Twitter again. We might actually hold it at this for now and come back to it another time because I'm not 100% what I want to do here. Like I have like some ideas, but I'm not 100% there yet. So I'm going to hold it at that for now, and I'm going to start working in this spot right here, kind of cleaning this all up a little bit, kind of fixing this up because this is kind of ugly and it could use some sprucing up. So why don't we do that? Ponybuds needs a cat. You need a cat for sure. Everybody needs a cat. Well, if you're allergic to it, maybe not. But I think, I do have some of the materials that I need. Man, I need like an assistant to be standing here, right here, all the time, right next to me. Like, Scar, you actually have what you need in your inventory. No need to go and look for chests. No, Scar, you don't need to go there. Actually, I probably wouldn't listen, so it probably wouldn't be the best of ideas. Probably wouldn't be the best of ideas. There we go. Put that right there. So just add in some extra little detail along here. Oh, you already have 2 cats. Okay. All right. Well, you could use 3 cats. I mean, I only have 1 cat. I would like 2 cats. That'd be nice. I'm not sure how Jellie would react to that. Jellie'd be like, I don't want 2 cats in my house. Not in my house. But then she would just have to just get tough because I want another cat sometime. Now, I do have a dog. Well, it's not a live dog. It's actually a robot dog. That's right. You guys always told me to get a dog, so I got a dog. It's a robot dog. It sings, it dances. It's a great dog, actually. It's a great dog. I love it. There we go. Its name is actually Peaches, just so you know. Oh, you have a studio apartment, so 3 would be too many. Yeah, 3 might be too many. Yeah, I have a friend. He has 3. He has 3. He made this giant. Where's my bed? So what he did was he has 3 cats, and he made like this giant tree. So he went to his property that he has or his family owns, and he went up and he cut down a tree, and he made this gigantic cat scratching post tree platform thing. So the big log goes up, and he took the bark off and he smoothed it all down, so it's really smooth. And then he has the cats be able to, you know, kind of run up on them and like do cat things and stuff like that. It's really, really cool. I think he was considering like actually like making them and like selling them, which would have been really cool. I don't know if he's still going to do that or not. But it's really cool. And I made something very similar to that, but it was actually a coat rack a long time ago. So I'm going to make the pathway that goes around the tangler. So we're going to follow this line going across here. So we're just going to start adding the pathway that'll flow through here. So we want to stay just short of the walkway along here. So we're just going to kind of bring it across here like this, and then it'll lead up into this hill. That'll be one way the path's going to go. So we're going to stop right here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do another pathway going this way. And we're going to run this like right on the edge here. Oh, hello. Oh dear. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. And then, oh geez, that's horrible. That's really, really not good. Oh, so much not good going on right here. I don't know what's going on down there. I should stay up to date more. Let's see. Let me catch up with the chat. See what you guys are up to. Let's see. When have you got up to 6 in the mining to watch? I'm so confused. Let's see. Hey Taylor, how many fireworks? Let's see. Let me grab out this, and we'll start adding the pathway down here. I think that'll look really nice. There we go. Looking good. Looking good. Nice. I think that'll look awesome. Nice. I think that's really cool. Add that piece right there. Okay, so I know this doesn't interest anybody, but I got really excited today. So I was doing my general like looking up of Disney things, all things Disney, and I mentioned a million times that they're building Star Wars Land at Disneyland, and they did something kind of amazing today. And if you're familiar with a very old attraction, hot dog, thank you for the host. Man, I really hit that high note on host there. There was an old attraction called that high note there. There's an attraction called the Mine Train through Nature's Wonderland, and it was an older attraction that was removed to make way for the expansion of Frontierland, which was Big Thunder Mountain. And a lot of the cool there's just a lot of details that went along with that attraction that closed. It was kind of sad to see it go for a lot of people back in the 70s. And, you know, it was an attraction that was pretty close to opening day. It didn't open on opening day, but it opened very soon afterwards. And they had added different things throughout time to it. And when it left, I feel like it almost left a slight void in that area. In some cases, some like thematic style things. But with Star Wars Land opening, they actually are paying an homage to it in a couple different ways. But one of them that showed up just recently in some like very like intricate like it's very interesting. I'll talk about this in a minute, how they do rock work nowadays. But there's rock work built up, and it's making this teetering column, which was part of Nature's Wonderland back in the day. And I thought that was really cool. I was like, they're playing a little homage, especially for people, you know, who enjoyed it and miss seeing it. Now they can have like, there's a couple little things that will be incorporated into the land, which I thought was really, really cool. It doesn't interest anybody, but it did to me, because I thought that was cool to see something from Nature's Wonderland. Kenai subscribers will know that behind me, I actually have Nature's Wonderland posters from the 60s. So I thought that was kind of cool. The old attraction posters for those. You can see Nature's Wonderland stagecoaches and the Rainbow Cavern Mines, which is cool. Let's see, where is the next Minecon and will you be there? Oh man, that's a great question. I would absolutely love to go back to Minecon, but most likely it's going to be somewhere I can't get to. But if there's any way, I will try to get there. I mean, most likely I won't be able to go, but I mean, I'm not going to say no. No, I'm not going to. but most likely it's somewhere I can't go. But I'll see about it. If it's overseas, that's probably not going to be able to go. But you never know. I would love it. Like, I would absolutely love it if Minecon was, say, in the Anaheim Convention Center every year. Anaheim Convention Center is such an easy and nice like convention center that it's, you know, the hotels are you know, fairly inexpensive comparative to like San Francisco or Chicago or somewhere like that other conventions are at, or Seattle, where hotels are just like ridiculously expensive. Now, Anaheim hotels aren't cheap, but they're nowhere near a San Francisco or, you know, a bigger city, London, things along those lines, prices. So that's what I love about Anaheim, and why a lot of conventions do always go to Anaheim, because there's such a high availability of rooms in the area that it keeps rates a little bit lower. So which is nice, but you know, they like to move it around so more people have opportunities and everything. But yeah, I like it there. I know BlizzCon's there, I think, every year, because it's just a great convention center. Like, all the hotels are in like super proximity to it. And then, I mean, there's Disneyland like across the street, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned that, but that's a thing. But yeah, it would be awesome if it was there. What do I think of Terraria? I've never played Terraria. It looks like a great game. I know Python is huge into Terraria, like huge into that. I've never played it. Never played it. Maybe Python someday will show me the ways of the Terraria. Codester, we'll see you later. Thank you so much for coming out. Thank you so much for coming out. Put that across there like that. Put that down like so. Put those over there, and a wonderful. There we go. Awesome. You gotta let me know how the chickens are doing. I haven't had a chicken update in a while. Have not had a chicken update. Taylor, welcome. We saw that you were doing some firework action. We saw some firework action taking place. We were very confused for a while why there was firework action. I'm still slightly confused. So just a little bit. Not like a lot, but just a little. Just a little. I'm always slightly confused. I was just a little more confused than normal. All right, so what we're gonna do now is we're just gonna kind of smooth out the pathway a little. Why am I? Oh, I'm hungry. That's why. We just need to smooth out the pathway a little bit. So I think this will be nice. It gives some areas for people to build, maybe something here, something there. And if anybody wants to like move the path, they can. But I think we just need to make as many paths as we can, just to kind of flush out the world, make the world feel a little bit better. Let's see. What is your palette for the landscaping in the mesa, ground-wise? That's a great question. The palette for it is, or at least I'll give you my thoughts first. I think it's kind of cool to create like a little bit of a dirt layer on top of the mesa. And if you like see like some of the generated mesas do have like a layer on top, but I just find this mesa to be kind of in between like a, I'm trying to think of the right word, like a ponderosa. Like if you ever watch like Bonanza, that's kind of the theme I'm going for a little bit, like color wise. Like Bonanza is like a very old Western. So I'm kind of going for the pine trees. So when it comes to ground cover, I'm using path blocks, grass blocks, and then I'm using oak leaves. And then for the trees, I'm using birch for the leaves. So it's not this green color on the leaf department. So what I like about it is that the trees have that nice green color to them. And then the ground is kind of this kind of muddy-ish green color. Now, a lot of people will look down at this green color and they'll say that it's ugly and it's, you know, kind of sickly, but that's actually the green color in real life. Now, if we were to go out to a forest biome or something along those lines, that's a nice bright green. It's pleasing to the eye, but when you actually think about it, how many areas in the world do you go where the green is this bright kind of fluorescent green? It's not. Especially when you learn to like paint and stuff like that, you always start with these like bright green colors. And then later you kind of realize, that's not a natural green. Like that's not something you'd find like in a natural environment. So to me anyway, I don't mind this green color because to me it actually feels more natural. Like if I'm painting something, I'll think, oh, that's actually more of a realistic green than anything. Q&A, do you have your own survival world you play on that you don't use for YouTube? No, actually, not anymore. Well, I have something. and it's more of just a test world. And it's a test world where I go if I need to like quickly like try to come up with an idea in creative mode. But I do not have like a survival world anymore. I did in the past. Like sometimes my friends and I, we would set up a server, we'd play on it a bit here and there. But nowadays, like all my time is devoted towards YouTube and creating content. So there's not like a survival world anymore that I just go on and play. It's just time. I just don't have that extra time anymore. If you would like to see one of those survival worlds, you can find an old treehouse tour video that I did. It's actually in my top viewed video list. So if you went on YouTube and you look through my most viewed videos, you'll see it on there. It's this giant treehouse. It was so much fun to make. And it's something, if you want to look at that, that is something what I'll do for season 5, depending on what biomes and things we're in. I want to do like an elven tree theme. I think it'll be really fun. So we're going to do it kind of elves, trees, houses built within trees. It's going to be really fun. I'm really excited about that particular design. I'm going to go back and get some more green grass. So let's do it. Oh man, I love the elytra. I mean, what would we do without the elytra? Like, Minecraft would not be as fun without the elytra. I guarantee you, Minecraft would be slightly less enjoyable without the elytra. Season 5 coming soon? No, my friend, not for a very long time, but I'm always thinking ahead. Like, I'm always thinking, like, planning to the next thing. So yeah, that is an idea. And I've mentioned this many times before, like for Season 5. And then it was so awesome that when we did the Hermitcraft panel at Minecon, somebody actually said, you should do islands. Like, I love the island feel. I love, you know, what I think would be cool is to have islands. So if we had islands, and then potentially, what if, just a thought, what if we gave the option to everybody to choose a particular biome their island is? I mean, that's not 100% vanilla, and that's probably not something we would do at all. But what do you guys think of that? Like, in the comments, like, yay, nay. What if everyone was given an island to start the game out? Maybe eventually we could then find land, which would be actually kind of cool. If it's like, oh my God, we finally found land. But if we had each person an island, and then you could say like, I want a desert island. I want like a roofed forest island. I want this, that, or the other thing. I want a plains biome / kind of woods biome. Like, I think that would be really, really kind of a cool thing that you could choose, and then you'd be like, hey, I'm gonna go see Azuma's plains and forest biome, or I'm gonna go see Wells's extreme hills biome, or something along those lines. I think would be kind of cool and unique, but I don't know. That's just me kind of throwing that out. If it's just islands and they were just kind of a general kind of island feel to them, like say we find a map that has islands, maybe we could build some islands also, something along those lines. But I think it would be cool. And I always say, like, if we have a challenge like the mesa is not the easiest thing to create in building. Like it's a limiting place to build within, but look at the creativity that it brought out in everybody. Like, look what this mesa did to people. Like, it really brought out some really incredible creativity, I feel like. And I think when you're up to a challenge, like if we're just given this flat landscape, perfectly flat, I think, yeah, you could do some cool things. But I think when we do have a bit of a challenge, like a creative challenge, it really, really brings out the absolute best in people when it comes to being creative. So I like the idea of an island just because I think people would just do some really fun, really creative things with it. Like each person has a dock maybe where they could, you know, bring their boat to. Like, I just think it would be a really, really fun idea. But you never know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Yeah, and I think if it was like give yourself, you choose your biome or whatever, that's just a way out there concept. But just having islands that we all are on, maybe like one big one, maybe like 5 littler ones, you know, like different things like that. So maybe somebody could build on an island with another person, or, you know, somebody might have a smaller island that's just for them, something along those lines. I think that would be pretty cool. Other ideas? I want to know what you guys have to say. This is like pinching me. Ah, there it is. Okay, fixed it. Probably messed my hair up again, but that wouldn't be the first time. But yeah, I want to, yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think of any other ideas.
Welcome aboard the USS Good Times. This is your Captain Scar, and I want to thank you for subscribing.
Grizzly Bear 7, thank you so much for subscribing. Can we get some hype in the chat and enjoy your chat badge, enjoy your jelly emoticons, and join us on Discord because we'd love to have you. Thank you so much for the support, very, very much appreciated. I mean, guys, the generosity today with the subscriptions is just mind-blowing. Thank you so much for it. It's very, very much appreciated. It's very, very much appreciated. Let's see, cut these pieces out. I'm happy with this. I don't think it's 100% perfect, but I think it's good. Let's go get some other materials. So, okay, I'm gonna tell you guys something kind of funny. So it turned out in the UK, they're an hour different than we are. Clocks are changing today, I think, in the United States. Americans out there, can you make sure that's right? Because I don't remember. Bye, hot dog. We'll see you later. I'm not 100% sure, but what happened was I showed up to the meeting, and so did Cub Fan to our Hermitcraft meeting an hour early. And so we're in there, we're totally in there. And so we're joking about like, all right, this meeting comes to order. We're going to speak about season 5 today. And within season 5, what we're going to talk about is we're going to be in the Nether. That's right, the entire season in the Nether. So we're just making this like complete parody of a meeting. It was hilarious. And I was like, yeah, and about halfway through, we're all going to fall into the lava and get sent to the end, and we'll finish out the season there. We just had like a really great time making like a joke like meeting. But yeah, it was funny because we were like, we're going to be in the Nether. And then we were like in the background, like, other hermits, like, you know, like going, oh, not the Nether. It was pretty fun. Yeah, so yeah, we got there an hour early because time zones and things. What about a super flat survival? That kind of goes back to my thing where it's like, I don't know, it seems kind of boring, you know? Like, I want to be like creatively challenged. Like, I could do some pretty cool stuff in a flat world. Like, if I had a flat world, like my train would be bigger and more interesting, I think, in some ways. But in other ways, like, I think it's challenged me to design it in like some interesting ways where we can, you know, build tunnels and bridges and, you know, all sorts of little things that we wouldn't have if we were building like on a super flat world right here. Anyway. Is this live? Yes, it is, my friend. Welcome to the stream. It's great to have you. We're just working on this pathway, not doing anything too particular yet with it. Just kind of filling in some details, mixing it up, getting some details established. But yeah, welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're having a fantastic day. What about Extreme Hills? Yeah, I like Extreme Hills quite a bit. It kind of goes back to what we were talking about earlier. Where is my course dirt? I guess I don't have any course dirt. That makes me sad. I'll have to make some. It kind of goes back to, do you have a survival world outside of your ones you use on YouTube? We had one way back in the day. This was in 2012, and we had one called Dragonlands. And if you go back to my very first pictures that I posted on Facebook, there was actually a small picture I took from that server that I posted on that server, and it was kind of like a Japanese theme build, and it wasn't intentional. I was actually trying to build a Skyrim theme, but I kind of got carried away and I went in another direction. I really liked that design, and I posted it up on Facebook, and people way back in 2012 really liked it and all that, which was nice. And yeah, Dragonlands was cool. It was in an Extreme Hills biome, and it was very interesting because what we chose to do was put people. What we choose to do is put people on tops of the mountain. So each person had a mountain, and it was really, really cool. It was in that same theme of islands, but we all had a mountaintop, and we built our houses on top of mountaintops, and everyone built in a really cool and unique way, which is really fun. Cossack 3 on your channel. How did I miss the Summer Fox? That's correct. We did make a Cossack 3 Let's Play on my channel. Just a short little fun video, just playing one round of it. It's a good game, important game. I like that game actually quite a bit. I do like that game quite a bit actually. It brought back a lot of memories from being a kid making those, playing those games. Oh, I like this. This is looking nice. I think it's got a good sway to it. I hate straight pass, so that's why I have... Oh, hello, Hermit Cam. Hello, Hermit Cam. How are you today, Hermit Cam? I wonder who controls the Hermit Cam. I have zero clue, actually. I don't know who has the Hermit Cam. That's a good question, actually. There we go. Put that along there like that. Beautiful. And then, of course, along here and there, we can add some rocks and things. So let's grab out some rocks. There we go. Awesome. Hey, Crafty, welcome to the stream. Welcome. There are so many Q&As. Yeah, always do hashtag Q&A. It's easier for me to see in the chat. Like if I see if I'm looking for a Q&A question, and if it's like, excuse me, if it's a hashtag Q&A, it's easier for me to like quickly pick up on and like try to answer it as quick as I can. Ah, yes, very true, Butterboy. Very true. I do believe they control the Hermit Cam. I just don't know which one. Oh, I suspect it's the Impulse of the Impulse SV. Oh, hello. There we go. Awesome. That's looking good. Just with a little rock right there. Nothing too fancy. Q&A, what is the ugliest block in Minecraft? Ah, what is the ugliest block in Minecraft? That is a great question. I want to hear what you guys have to say also. So as I'm trying to think of what the ugliest block in Minecraft is, I want you to help me with that. What is the ugliest block in Minecraft? It's got to be something in the realms of the purple block, kind of in that area a little bit. I don't have the same like hatred for diorite as some people do. I found some really good uses for it in some cases. Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think of like, what is the ugliest block? Let's take a look at what you guys have to say. Gravel, great choice. Diorite, bedrock, yeah, very, very, very true. Sponge is a very, I think Silver Fox wins it. Acacia planks. I think I would have to say like Acacia is probably one of my least favorite for sure. I actually have built something with Acacia and I feel slightly proud of it because I think I made something look decent in Acacia. I'll have to show that to you guys very soon. So definitely follow me on Twitter or Facebook or Instagram, whatever one you like. Because I'll post a picture of something I've built with Acacia that doesn't look too bad. Like it doesn't look horrible. So I'm kind of like pleased with it. So we're going to actually use it for something. But yeah, that's a good question. So what do we got? Glowstone. Yeah, glowstone is not a nice block. Let's see. Netherrack. And netherrack kind of has its purpose, you know, being spooky. Bird poop, jungle blocks. But yeah, that's interesting. A lot of blocks that I suspected. You get the sponge, you get the acacia, got the glowstone, got the gravel. Yeah, that's a good one. Roller coaster project. Okay. Oh, now I want to know, what is your favorite block? Like what is your favorite aesthetic block? Like what block do you think is the nicest looking of all the blocks? That's a good question. To me, it's a strange one, and it's a very like it's such a boring choice, but aesthetically I really like not acacia. I almost said acacia. I really like, what's it called? Now I forgot what it's called. The hardened clay cyan block. The reason I like that block is it goes with absolute everything. It can go from a medieval build to a modern build to anything in between. You can use that kind of grayish, kind of muted, kind of like cyan color. I don't know. Like it's a very boring choice, but to me, I can do a lot with that block. I could use it for any situation. I can use that block for. It's like a nice outfit. You know, you can use this outfit for a lot of different things. But yeah, quartz is a great choice. Quartz. The bone block is a really nice block also for a lot of cases. It's a bit limited because of having to be in a certain orientation, and it's like raw side. So raw side is what I mean by, like, if you looked at its top or its bottom, it's kind of and it doesn't have half slabs or stairs, so that kind of limits its potential. But it's a really nice kind of yellow tint to it, which makes it nice for some things. If you guys watched my Scarchitecture episode on kitchens, I used the bone block for backsplashes, and it comes out very, very beautiful for backsplashes. Really, really, really good stuff right there. Let's see, Q&A Scar, desert or snowy biome? Snowy biome. I'll take a snowy biome over a desert any day. I love a good snow. I love a good snow. You could tell I don't live somewhere that snows a lot because I'm like, I love snow. I mean, I could have snow any day I want. No, I don't live in a super snowy climate. We get it every once in a while to a point where it's like a big novelty fun thing. So I know you guys out there, some of you guys out there are like, oh my God, not snow. Scar, no, not snow. But yeah, I'll take it. That's another thing. Talk about season 5 again. I would love to do something with snow. If I can't do something with a biome, and if I don't do something with, I got another idea once I was thinking about it. I want to do something with snow, maybe like a ski lodge up in the mountains. We could legitimately like build like a gigantic snow mountain, and we could build like a lodge at the top of the mountain. We could build all sorts of really cool things. That sounds fun, really. That sounds really cool. Snow is a nightmare. Alex, I'm so sorry. I know. I just don't live like in a place that gets super snowy. So like snow, like all my life was like a novelty. Like just that one day we would get that snow would be so much fun. I know some of you guys are like, oh, Scar. Rain is a bigger nightmare. Now that's where I do live. And I live in a place that's constantly raining. I mean, it's always raining, and it's kind of a bummer sometimes. It's nice. Keeps the trees green. It keeps the sky clean. But on the other hand, it rains a lot. And I mean a lot. So much rain, like everywhere. Just rain. So much rain everywhere. So much rain. But like I said, it wouldn't be all nice and green and all those wonderful things if it didn't rain all the time. And that's what it's like. I love Los Angeles because there's just so many cool things to do and see. But it's not somewhere I'd really want to live. Like it's just not that like nice of looking of a place. Like I really like where I live because it's so green. There's mountains, there's snow in the distance. Like don't have so much snow where I down at the lower levels, but you know, just like looking up at all the snow mountains, all the big volcanoes, all that stuff all around us. Like it's just so like beautiful to look at and inspiring. It's like Los Angeles, there's like a lot of good reasons to live there, but then it's like I would miss all of the cool mountains and stuff. Like I just would miss it a lot. I mean, I'd move there to be an Imagineer. I would. Don't get me wrong. Don't worry, Disney. I'll come. I will. But it would be sad. If you don't like weather, stick around because it always changes in Missouri. Yeah, it definitely sounds like it. Where I live, we get a couple little things here and there, like a little thunderstorm here, a little snowstorm. But for the most part, the weather's pretty consistent. It's pretty much rain, and that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. Like it's pretty consistent in the terms of that. Like it's not going to get too much different here or there. I'm just not a big fan of this yet. Like I wanted to jump back here and just kind of play around with this a little bit. I still haven't quite found my way with this for what I want to accomplish with this design. So I'm kind of working that. Q&A, would you rather be able to walk for a day or be able to walk wherever you want with intense? I don't know about her. I don't know. It's an interesting question. Let's see, put that right there. I don't know. I'm not sure how I want to make this. I think it's a little heavy in the brown department, so I want to maybe bring in just a little bit of hardened clay. And I think when it comes to these challenges like this, where we're at right now, where we're not sure what to do, don't get into the details. And this is where I always foul it up a bit. So what I like to do is just use one color. Say I'm building a complicated build, and I can't quite find my way with the design. Like I'm trying to map it out, but I can't. So what I do is I only build it in one color. So I'll only build it like say in spruce or oak or dark oak or something along those lines, and then later come in with the other colors and the other details. And it just helps you kind of like visualize it better without being overly complicated with, you know, 5 different colors like we're doing right now with a little gray, a little white, a little orange, a little yellow. You know, it just gets a little overly complicated. So it's good just to kind of throw in some of these blocks, come back a little bit later with the browns, with the whites and grays, and then you can kind of find your way with the design. So I'm going to do that. I think that's going to help us be able to find where our lines are going to be. What's my favorite mod? I don't know. It'd have to go between like the hat mod. I literally actually was shared an elevator with the creator of the hat mod at Minecon. I didn't know it at the time. I would have said, dude, I love your mod. I love hats. Hats are kind of amazing. So it's kind of like Carpenter's Blocks, hat mod, all of these mods that I really, really like. But I don't know. I don't know if I could say what my exact favorite Minecraft mod would be, but it would definitely be something like Carpenter's Blocks, Chisel mod, or the hat mod. I mean, the hat mod's amazing because you can choose your hats, and I wonder if they've updated it recently. I wonder. Why don't we have hat mod for Hermit Pack? That's got to be a question. I should totally post that in the chat, guys. I know you're always looking for new mods to put in the Hermit Pack, but why don't we have the hat mod? Why don't we have hat mod? Let's see, Taylor. I think the question was mods, not mods. Oh, mods. Oh. I don't have a favorite mod. Come on now. All the mods are awesome. They all do amazing things and are super helpful. I wouldn't be able to do what we're doing without my wonderful mods hanging out and doing all what they do. Let's see, put this in there. Awesome. Let's see, Hermitcraft or Hermit Pack doesn't have Carpenter's Blocks either. I know! That's what was so frustrating when I was reading down the list. Iskall had sent me the list. I was like, Iskall, what are we working with here? What do we got in this mod pack? And he sent me the list, and I'm like, Carpenter's Blocks, no Carpenter's Blocks. How could you not have Carpenter's Blocks? And I'm like, well, I mean, for sure they've got micro block. I'm like, micro. Where's the micro blocks? But Chisel and Bits is pretty cool. I need to really learn that mod, really get into the nitty gritty details of that thing. Yeah, unfortunately, Carpenter's Blocks hasn't updated to 1.10, and for the most part, we don't know if it will be. I don't think anybody knows for sure, at least last time I asked people who know things, and which was kind of disappointing. Hopefully it does. Maybe it'll go under some new stewardship or something along those lines. Would be kind of cool. Let's see. Let's put that right there. Yeah, I think that'll be good. So as you guys can see I'm just building this up with one solid color, and that just really helps you kind of help visualize all the little details come later. Like doing this, I can visualize the smaller details better than I can if I'm going like, all right, I got to go orange, then I got to go gray to white. Like, it's just so much easier and so much cleaner way of doing this. All right, let's see. Checking in with the chat here. Q&A Scar. Thank you for introducing me to the wonderful world of Iskall. He's so funny. Oh, that's awesome. Yes, Iskall is a very, very funny guy. Like, yeah, Iskall's a good guy. I really wish he could do YouTube full time. That's somebody, like, when I look at that guy, I see so much potential in Iskall. I mean, he's already killing it, like doing amazing things, but I just wonder sometimes, like, what Iskall would be able to do if he had his, like, all of his attention could go towards his YouTube channel. You know, he's got a big fancy job and all that stuff that, you know, he works really hard at. But if he had like that extra time to, you know, devote towards YouTube, I want him to be able to go full time so much, because I just know that that beautiful Swede, like he could do amazing, more amazing things than he's doing now. I believe anyway. Iskall has not only the talent to just be able to create cool things in Minecraft, do stuff like that, but he's also got that really important aspect of just being entertaining, like, you know, just being a good guy, like. And that's a cool component, and that's what I really enjoy about Iskall's content and him as a person. Let's see, let me put this right there. And yeah, I want to see what that guy can do, and I know he can do a lot of really cool stuff. So hopefully that day comes when he's able to just do YouTube full time, and that's kind of the beauty of our time that we live in today. You know, we have problems here or there, but one amazing thing that we can do today in this world is, in a lot of cases, if you want to create something, you want to do something on your own, you want to like be your own boss, that's a thing now. That's a thing. Like if you have an idea and you think it's cool and other people like it too, you can create a YouTube channel and maybe even like turn that into your living. Instead of having to go to a job where somebody tells you what to do every day, you could go somewhere to a place where you make the rules. It's all you. Like you have all the responsibility, but it's also all yours. You put all your passion into it, and you can see the rewards. Like that is your like creation. And that's cool about like today, like especially with YouTube and certain things on the internet. It's like you can create your own path in life, which is nice. Let's see, what was this? I saw a hashtag I have to see. Full-time Swede. I love it, Taylor. I love that. That's really great. GoodTimesWithScar, do you like hawks too? You may be inspired. Like hawks, like flying hawks? I like hawks. Yeah, of course. There's lots of hawks where I live. We also have bald eagles, which is amazing. It's so cool to see a bald eagle fly. A bald eagle, of course, like if you're not in the United States, like bald eagle is kind of like synonymous with like America. But if you see an actual bald eagle swooping through canyons, like where I live, like it's super cool. Like if you can see these things flying around, and if you're lucky enough, see it like fly down and catch a salmon. Like I've never seen that, but I bet it would be really cool if I did. What is your favorite YouTuber? I don't really have a favorite YouTuber. There's people I like as content creators. It's kind of a revolving door in some cases. Like, you know, I really like somebody for a while, and then I'll move on to the next. And it's not that I don't like watch that person, but I always enjoy like Casey Neistat's videos. I think he puts in a lot of work. It seems like lately he's been like really preoccupied with something going on. So his like videos have been kind of sparse, and they just don't quite have like that Casey Neistat thing. I think he said it before. Oh geez, oh no. Go, no. But like I was saying, it seems like he's preoccupied with something important he's doing. So I'm excited about whatever that is he's working on. But what I like about him is he pushed the vlog game to another level. He was like, come on people, we can do better at this. And he made like daily vlogging more interesting and more of like an art piece than just like, hey guys, I'm hanging out here. Yeah, okay, I'll see you guys in like 10 minutes. And now I'm hanging out here. You know, like he pushed it to like almost like an art form with like the beautiful time lapses and stuff like that, which I thought was really cool. Let's see. You live in South Dakota and you see them all the time. That's awesome. What is my favorite flower in Minecraft? It's probably something around the lines of. I'm trying to think. It's probably something around. I really like the orchid, and I really like that one flower that's kind of like popcorn. I've used it as popcorn in the prior bit. Oh geez, I am bouncing up on a trampoline here. I've used it as popcorn before. I think it's a really subtle flower that allows you to do multiple things with it. It can be used in a lot of different build contexts, but I don't know its name, so I like the orchid because I remember its name. My sister lives in South Dakota, so they see bald eagles all the time. South Dakota, I didn't know they had bald eagles in South Dakota. That must be around the Black Hills, correct? Like where Mount Rushmore is? I've been there. I've been there 3 times, I think. I think I've actually been there I've been to Mount Rushmore twice, and I've been to Rapid City 4 times, I think. I think that's correct. I'm pretty sure I've been to Mount Rushmore twice, for sure. And then Rapid City 4 times, I think. Popcorn, yes. Let's see. Yeah, I think that I wish I could remember the name of that flower. I always forget. I'm really happy with the way this is starting to kind of form up now that we got rid of all like worrying about colors and stuff like that. See how much easier this is and how much more like enjoyable it is for you as you kind of carve and figure out your way with the waterfall, because you're not like worrying about those small little details, and it really helps. Let's see. Did you know you can make any block a light source with chisel and bits? Just make a piece of glowstone and put it in another block. Oh, that's so interesting. I was wondering that if a chisel and bit can carry a light source. That's really, really cool. That's awesome. So I made a comment in one of my videos where I was like, there was a common like thread where people were worried that chisel and bits would be like micro blocks and cause a lot of lag. So when we set out, we were always like, okay, we got to be a little bit careful with with chisel blocks, just to make sure that we don't cause a lot of lag. So be sparing with them, especially if you build near spawn. And I said that in a video. I was like, yeah, we just got to be careful because of lag. Somebody got so upset with me I said that. They're like, the mod developer went to so much trouble to make sure that there was no lag, and that is so disrespectful. And I was like, I didn't know. He actually did do like a fabulous job by making sure chisel and bits is not something that's resource intensive, not something that causes a lot of lag. But I don't know anything about mods. Like, I just listen to people who do know things about mods. I thought that was kind of funny. Like, somebody got literally upset that I said that. Let's see. Hey, Scar, I saw your mod pack Let's Play. The scaffolding. I think you can clamp it on like a ladder. Oh, wow. Is that a different kind of scaffolding than the ones we were using? Because the ones we were using was actually a lie, and they were like lie scaffolding. They pretended to be scaffolding so they could work their way into your life, and then they would eat you. That's what I heard. I don't know how true it is because we did burn it in fire, so we didn't have to deal with it ever again. But yeah, you gotta watch out for that scaffolding because there's lie scaffolding, and like I said, it'll work its way into your life. It'll be like, hey, I'm scaffolding. I make your life easier. And you're like, wow, thank you so much, scaffolding. Welcome. You can be in my life. And it's like, great. And then the next thing you know, the scaffolding's eating you. And it's like, not a good day. It's not a good day when scaffolding eats you. It's not something you want to do. Let's see. What is the command for the text pack? Oh, the texture pack. I don't know. One of the amazing mods will definitely be able to figure that out. True story. Hey, False. Welcome to the stream. Oh, geez, I just turned my computer on. Whoa, okay. Anyway, yeah, welcome to the stream, False. Yeah, it's a true story, you know? You just don't want to allow lie scaffolding into your life. Okay, I'm going to fly over here and see if this is looking good at all. And we're not going to use our dangerous bow this time, which is nice. Let's fly up here. Okay, it's looking decent. I'm liking it. I think that's actually coming out nice. Let's get one more look at it so we're not flying this time. Let's fly up here a little bit. But yeah, everybody, say hello to False. Hopefully False is having an awesome day. It happened only the other day. I was eaten alive by scaffolding. Dang, False, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to hear that. Wouldn't recommend it. I wouldn't recommend getting eaten either. Just doesn't seem like something would be that fun. But yeah, look at our little waterfall over there, guys. I think that actually came out kind of nice. Like I said before, we still need to add like the extra colors, you know. But I think the general shape is starting to actually form, and that's looking pretty cool. Let's see what it looks like from the back of the base here. Actually, the front of the base. That's the back. I'm all mixed up today. Okay, you can barely see it. Okay, you can barely. Oh, geez. Nope, now I'm falling. That's just not good. Yep, no ender pearls either. What's new around here? Oh, hey, False, thanks. I'm glad you like it. Yeah, I wanted to do something. I wanted to add a waterfall in that back. It just felt waterfall-y like. Yeah, I just need to think of like right color palette to go around there because I wasn't sure if Ren was getting rid of the yellow or not. I think he's getting rid of the yellow around here. So I'm oh geez. I knew I was gonna fall in that hole. I was like, I don't want to fall in the hole. I don't, and I fell in the hole. I was like, Scar, don't fall in the hole. And then I did fall in the hole. I tried. I really tried, guys. I promise you I tried to avoid falling in another hole. I tried so hard. Tried so hard. We try so hard in life not to fall in holes, and it just happens. Just out of the blue, you're in a hole. It's like, can I get out of the hole is the question. Sometimes you can't get out of the hole. It's just a rough day. So I started watching a new show on the Netflix, and it was The Queen. It's all about like a, what's her name? Queen Elizabeth? Is that the correct name? But yeah, it's pretty good. It's on Netflix. It just came out, I believe, yesterday. I've been looking for a good show for a while. Like, I have not seen a good show in a while. So I think this is a good one. I think so. I've only watched half the first episode, but it looks like it's going to be a good show because I have been on the hunt for a good show for a while. Now, I finished up with The Walking Dead, and I am out. Yep, I'm out. I can never have enough clay. I mean, we live in a clay biome, but I never have enough. But yeah, once I finished up with The Walking Dead, not the current season, but the previous season, like I've been searching for a good show, and I have currently not found it. But I think I may have stumbled upon a good show finally. Let's see. How are we doing? How are we doing in the chat? Checking up with everybody. Let's see. Oh, that show is awesome. Yeah, it is a good show so far. Like I said, I've only watched the first episode. And you know, it seems pretty good. It's got to be like that. It costs, let's see, it costs $30. Oh, 30,000. 30,000. Oh, 30,000 pounds. Oh, that's mysterious monies. How much is that converted to? That's not a lot, right? I mean, Game of Thrones is about like a million something an episode, right? Or like Marco Polo was even more, I think. Is that a lot? Like 30,000? I don't know. Or 30,000 pounds? I don't know. I'm not sure. But yeah, what are you guys watching on Netflix or Amazon or on TV? Any particular good shows or anything along those lines? I like to watch something before I go to bed. I don't really have any time in the rest of the day to like watch anything. But like right before I go to bed, I'm like, I'm good for like 40 minutes before I fall asleep for some type of fun show to watch. About $50,000. Okay. Huh. Does that seem low to you? Oh, Jellie's here. Come on in, Jellie. Come on in. Hopefully we can get Jellie. If Jellie jumps on my bed, we've got her. Like, that's when she's in my trap. I can get her then. Will you ever join Corrales' server? It's a public server. Oh. Is that where he does his inspiration series? Am I correct in thinking that? That's his server where he does like a inspiration series. He looks at all those cool builds. That's Corrales' server, correct? I don't know if you ever wanted me to join him on that, I of course want to, but you know, I'm not gonna ask. I never ask people. There's one thing I do is I never ask people for like collaborations or like I always want to do stuff with people, but I'm just really bad at being like, hey, do you want to do something? Like I'm just terrible at that. I'm like the least outgoing person in the world. So no, don't stand on that. Oh, yep, she did. This is literally my life right now. I'm like, no, Jellie, don't jump up there. Don't do it. No. Jumps up there. But yeah, like I said, like I love doing stuff with people, but I'm just really bad at being like, hey, let's do something. Let's make this or make that video. Or I'm just really bad at that stuff. That's why I'm legitimately a real life hermit. It's true. It's a true fact, actually. You learn something every day, don't you? Also, it's not on Netflix, but every Friday I watch JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Huh. I've never heard of that. I'll have to check it out. I'll definitely have to check it out. But yeah, there hasn't been anything good on Amazon's service, similar to Netflix, Amazon Prime. There hasn't been anything good, but I think they're getting ready to start releasing new things like Man in the High Castle. Highly recommend that. Now it's a bit of a mature show, so of course, ask your parents, of course, if you want to watch that. But if you can watch that, oh my gosh, I love alternative realities to things, so it's like right up my alley. Let's see, what else do we got here? We got a download for you? I got to do that texture pack. Gosh. Every question is always about the texture pack. So I got to do it. I might, if I can, like to show you guys some of the textures I've worked on. I made netherrack 2 stops darker. I don't want to lose the purple. Like Iskol's is really cool. Like he did a really good job with his. But my concern with making like texture pack is I don't want to go too far over. And I think what I did with my netherrack is I made it 2 stops darker. Like, so I took the exposure and I just moved it like 2 stops darker, and it just brought it a little bit darker, but it still has that purple vibe. So it's still that vanilla texture feel to it. And I think it looks pretty cool. End rods, yes, we've got to work on the end rods. I've had some people send me some end rods and some design ideas for them. I just need to execute the idea and get it done. I like this so far. Like I think it's going. I'll probably have to send Ren a message, be like, I made a waterfall. I don't know if you want the waterfall or not, but I made it, and it's not done yet. I don't know because there's still stuff I want to do to this, but I haven't like mapped it out in my brain yet. Netherrack. Nether brick or nether rack. Oh yes, I'm sorry, I didn't precisely say that. It's nether brick, not the rack. Not the rack, but the brick. But yeah, that's what I've been working on a bit. It's just very subtle. Like it's just such a subtle little change. The whole reason I even did this change is because I'm going to be using nether brick. See, I said it right that time. I'm going to be using nether brick for my steam trains. Creating the boiler and stuff along those lines, and I just hated the purple, so I just took the purple and just decreased I just made it darker, and it looks still cool. You can still take the texture, you can still see the purple, but it's nicer, it's a little darker. But yeah, wood blocks. So, okay, we're looking out at the world right now. Looking out at the world, got a whole world of possibilities out there. What block that is a vanilla block would you guys want to change? Is there a texture in vanilla that you would see that you would like to see change, some new detail, some new color to it that I could do for my texture pack? Like if there's something in it that you're like, Scar, you gotta change this block. Let me know, because I do want to get that done before Christmas, get that all done for you guys. Maybe it'll be like a Christmas present. Oh my gosh, we should totally do that. We shoot for Christmas, we get it done by then. But yeah, like let me know. We got birch, we got diorite. I could smooth out diorite. The thing is, you know what I like about diorite is you can use it for a snow block, especially on mountains. And I don't want to lose that texture because in my survival world, we have a lot of giant snow mountains. And, oh, cat, sit down. I don't want to lose that texture. Because I think those mountains look nice, and I would be sad to kind of lose those. But I agree with you, diorite isn't the nicest looking block in the world. Let's see, obsidian. Oh, okay, glowstone, obsidian, lapis. Lapis is a great choice. What a pointless block lapis is. There's just so few things you can actually do with it, unfortunately. Yeah, it's just kind of an unfortunate block. I know some people have done some cool things. I think False used lapis for her sirens, I think, on those police cars she built, way at the beginning of the season. Those were cool. Like, there's little uses for them like that. Where you can make like little flashing lights for like a police car, but there's not like a use that you'd use them like all the time for something like that. Redstone dust. Redstone dust isn't too bad. That's not a terrible texture. It's not a terrible texture, but yeah, we'll see. Oh, dust. You mean dust on the ground? Like if you're making redstone circuits. Oh, okay. Yeah, I could see that. That could be better. A little bit better looking. Definitely. What's my favorite biome in Minecraft? My favorite biome was the mesa biome, but I'm so kind of tired of it in a way that I'm ready to see something new and fresh. I'm not sure how to call it my favorite, but I do like it. The reason I like it is it's just so much different than the rest of the biomes that has such a cool, unique feel to it. That's what I like about it. Any biome that has a unique, cool feel to it. I always think each biome should have like a custom something to it. That's what I would love to see more of, is more biomes having custom foliage, plants, or trees, or even a creature for all the biomes. That'd be awesome. Let's see, dark oak. Let's take a look at oak. Let's actually go fly over to my train platform. I want to show you guys something. Oh, look at that. Woo! There we go. Right through there. Okay, let's fly over to the train platform. I want to show you guys this design over here. Let's see what we got here. There we go. Needed just a little extra height. So this is an entire platform of dark oak. Is there anything a little different about this to you guys? Do you like the new texture design? As you guys can see, I've removed all of the knobs. Now there's big knobs in the textures and I removed those and it just creates a cleaner, nicer texture for the woods. And I think that looks really nice. Like if we don't have that, it would have like a lot of knobs, a lot of like just extra detail that I feel is worthless. So I think that looks good. Like I think that looks good in the wood texture. So I'm really happy about that. And you can see it here in the oak. It's very clean, very nice, especially going to be awesome for modern houses and things. Right through there. Yeah, there we go. See, I told you guys. So one thing I'm good at is flying. Oh, maybe not. Nope. Turns out not. Oh, geez. Nope. Not good. Sometimes I speak too soon. Looks like I spoke a little too soon. Sometimes you do. All right, let's get back to work. We'll just forget my fact of my good flying for today. Let's chalk it up to like high wind currents today. Yeah, it's really windy today here on Hermitcraft. Boy. Man, that wind out there is today, so it's rough. Yeah, no fly zone today, guys. It's raining, it's windy. There's some just ridiculous air currents out there. Woo! Yeah, no flying on this area today. Brighten the dark oak logs a little bit. Interesting. I'll definitely take a look at that. I'll definitely try to remember that to see what I can do to lighten it a little bit. But we don't want to lighten it too much because then it would just be spruce. So we don't want to lighten it too much, but I can see what you mean about that. Scar, you should add a flag hanging above the train. Oh, that's an interesting idea. Maybe up in the tower. Once we build the train station, I've got a really good idea for it. Maybe up in the tower, it could have like a little flag. Might be kind of cool. Yeah, what strange weather. I know, it's so windy. I mean, like, if it wasn't so windy, I mean, guaranteed I would have made it through that hoop. I mean, come on, guys. You know how it is. Project, we're actually working on Red Dog's Lush Mesa project, the project that he paid an entire diamond beacon for. So we got to make sure we live up to that payment. So we're working on this beautiful waterfall built over in this corner here. So we're just working with standard one clay type right now as we kind of form up the entire design. Eventually we'll add more details or more colors, more stripes, things of that nature to make it feel a little bit more Mesa-like. But for now, we're doing pretty good. We got a pretty good start to this. I'm really happy with this. So I think this will look really good once we get more detail, a little bit more, maybe some vines growing in and around. I think they'll look really nice. Alex, thank you so much for coming out, and we'll see you later. Scar, will you be streaming tomorrow? Most likely, my friend. Most likely I will be streaming. I usually stream on Saturdays and Sundays around noon Pacific time. And yeah, so yeah, this is usually my stream time. Like I said before, I'd really like to do one stream in the weekday and one stream on the weekends. The reason being is I just don't have a lot of time to do anything on the weekday or weekends because it's all stream related because the time that I have to stream and it just kind of like makes it difficult to get anything else done. And I'd like to have one weekend day free and then potentially have one weekday stream for people who might not be able to make it towards the weekends. It's something I'm considering. Haven't made any decisions yet, but maybe sometime after Christmas we'd consider doing it that way. Best moment of the week is Scar streaming. Well, I appreciate that very much. I'm so happy that the streams, you can look forward to them. That makes me really happy to know that. There we go. And there they are. I knew you were hiding in there somewhere, you sneakies. There we go. I'm gonna grab you and drop you off. Beautiful. And let's drop. Oh, it turns out I actually have a bed. Well, now I have two beds, double bed. So I'm gonna get tired of this bed. I can jump over to the other bed. Q&A time. What time is it for you now? Let me actually check. I have zero clue. We're just having so much fun streaming. I have no clue. It is actually almost 2 o'clock where I live. It is 1:48. Oh my gosh. It's time, guys. It is time. I have Jellie in a spot that I can get her. I can reach her. So I'm going to take a quick break, kind of rest my breathing muscles a little bit real quick, so maybe we could go a little bit longer. So just give me like 5 minutes. So I want you guys to go out and get some stream snacks. So I want you guys to go over to your kitchens or go to your snack like secret stash. Like you got a secret stash of snacks, maybe in your room or something. I want you to go over there, grab out some snacks, and I'll come back with Jellie, okay? So hashtag Team Jellie, and I want to know what kind of snacks you got while I was gone, okay? So I'm going to be right back. I'm not going anywhere, but I'm going to get Jellie. So I'll be right back. Look at how grumpy she is. She's so tired. Oh, there's Jellie is, guys. Jellie has not been on camera. You guys probably didn't even know, like, where's Jellie? But Jellie's here. Look at her. Look at her. She hates the lights. She used to love coming on the camera, but then when I got the lights, like she hates it because it's too bright, like in her eyes. So it's like I gotta like shield her eyes from like their bright light. But let me get her up on the camera, guys. There we go. There's Jellie. There she is. Hey guys. I hate the lights, so I can't stare directly at the camera. Oh, there's. Oh, geez. Oh, careful, Jellie. Careful, careful, careful. She just doesn't like being up on the camera anymore because the lights are just too bright for her. There she is. Oh, you want to get going? You want to get going? All right, you can go, you can go. All right, well, that was an abbreviated look at Jellie. We haven't seen Jellie for a while, so hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Yeah, I don't know, that was cool. We haven't had Jellie in a while. I wish she wasn't, like she hates looking straight ahead because the lights are just too bright in her eyes. She needs sunglasses. There we go. There's the cat sunglasses right there, looking good. We need like a little bridge to go over this spot, like a little bridge. I'm almost feeling something natural, like a natural arch bridge or something like that. I think could look really cool. But yeah, poor old Jellie. She's already going straight back to her bed. It's like she didn't skip a beat. Like she's just like right back to bed, right back to bed. No fuss, just right back to bed. Poor cat. Poor cat. Zapdos on the clips today. Awesome. Thank you, Zapdos. Very much appreciated. Yeah, poor old Jellie. She just doesn't like the lights. Let's fly back and see how this is looking from a distance. Let's get a quick little fly up to here. There we go. Yeah, I like that. That's what we wanted. We got it really nice into this little spot here. The water's cascading in the appropriate directions. Oh, I love it. Very nice. I love waterfalls. I live in an area where there's lots of waterfalls, so I have a soft spot in my heart for waterfalls. There we go. Very cool. Very, very, very cool. Oh, man, I should post a picture of one of my waterfalls on Facebook. That's what I'm going to do today. Yeah, that's what I want to do today. I want to find one of my waterfall pictures, and I'm going to post it on Instagram. And I'll probably push it out to like Facebook and Twitter, too, if you follow me there and don't on Instagram. But, yeah, I haven't posted like one of my like proper pictures, you know, like a picture that, you know, is like a photograph style picture, you know, something that I took with my good camera and, you know, spend some time, you know, making sure it's, you know, a proper photograph. I should do that. I have not done that for a while. I'll do that today. So remember, don't forget to follow me on Twitter. Don't forget. If you forget, you might miss it, and then that wouldn't be any fun, right? That wouldn't be fun at all. Yeah, I'm actually really happy with this. We just need to start working on the small details like color and you know, a few other little shape things, but other than that, I'm actually really happy with this. Yeah, all right, good. All right, Red, we got the waterfall like 60% built. It just needs some small details built, and then it'll be awesome. I want to give one more quick look at that water. Yes, yeah, that's really good. I like that. Nice, we did good today. We did good on that. I'm happy with that. Very, very, very happy with the way that came out. Let's do a quick little fly back around it one more time. Through the goal. There we go. Oh yeah, that's I'm happy with that. Nice. All right, let's go drop off our resources. Do a fallen tree bridge. Oh yes, we did a fallen tree bridge way back in Scarland's days. When we built the roller coaster back then, way back then. Oh, that was fun. We built that right in between one of the kind of like the curves of the track. Yeah, that was cool. Can't wait to start a new project in Scarland. Like I said before, we're gonna do those like a modern like skyscrapers there. It's gonna be really fun. Do I have an official date for the texture pack? No, I don't. But earlier I was thinking that'd be kind of fun if it was like a Christmas present to you guys. So maybe Christmas, but I would like to get it out sooner than that. But like I said, there's some textures I want to change, but a fun like Christmas thing would be kind of cool as like a release. All right, there we go, my friends. Hello there, Stan. How are you today? Good? Great. There we go, my friends. I hope you guys have enjoyed today where we built our waterfall. We got that looking pretty snazzy. Now we have some more... Oh, I hit my microphone. So sorry. We still got some more details to put on it and things of that nature, but we're a little over 2 hours now, and I don't want to go too much over 2 hours because that's when I start to drag a bit. And yeah, so thank you so much for coming out today. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed today's stream, and of course, if you want some more Hermitcraft, I have a new Hermitcraft episode up on YouTube right now where we build our super awesome train, which is absolutely amazing, or the train water tower and all of those things. Now, of course, we're gonna have a Scarland episode tomorrow, so please go easy on me in tomorrow's Scarland episode. We had a catastrophe at the end of the episode, so please go easy on me. I might spend the next like 3 hours trying to fix it so it doesn't end up being at the end of the episode, but we'll see. So that's the thing. But yeah, tomorrow's gonna be an interesting day. Anyway, my friends, like I said, thank you guys so much for coming out. It's always just my highlight of the week to stream. So all the mods out there, thank you so much for helping out, of course. All the new resubscriptions, all the new subscribers, thank you so much for all the support. It's very, very greatly appreciated. And yeah, for everybody who came out today and was hanging out, chatting or not chatting, whatever, thank you so much for coming out. It definitely couldn't do this without you guys. So thank you so much. And until next time, we'll see you next time. I'm trying to, no. Oh, shoot. I didn't even release my mouse. Oh, there it goes. That was a fail. Goodbye, guys, for the second time.